Our journey into personalized learning really began as an effort to more fully engage and motivate the students who weren't responding to our traditional one-size-fits-all approach to education. The demands from society and employers have challenged us to begin letting go of some of our past educational practices that have actually become barriers to reaching all of our learners in a way that's effective for them. We've begun to transform our learning environment and our approach to learning to facilitate a much more tailored learning experience for each individual student. As our children have begun to gain awareness of themselves as learners and become more an active part of the learning process, their investment and engagement level has increased, which in turn then leads to a much better chance of success for each and every one of them. When we started on this journey, we weren't really sure where it would lead us, but based on the experiences of the teachers, the parents, and the learners themselves, we definitely feel like we're on the right track.
My favorite part about being involved in the process of the personalized learning philosophy here at Mayville has been to see the excitement in the children's faces every day when we pose them with some new activities.
The personalized learning approach has impacted my child's learning through being excited about education again. My son, who is in 7th grade, has always been a straight A student, but he's been bored. Every day he'd come home from school and, "How was your day?" "Fine." And this year is a completely different experience. I'm seeing a different child.
They get excited to share what they know, and so that excitement becomes almost infectious.
I used to just not want to go to school, and now every time I get sick, I tell Mom, "Can I please go to school?" Because I want to be at school now.
Kayla can't wait to go. She's the first one up and ready for school every day.
Sometimes I find that I find myself slipping back into that old traditional model, but my children quickly remind me, like, that's not the way we do it anymore, Mom, which is really, really exciting and just fun to watch their growth and to foster their independence and for them to take accountability for their learning. I think that that's really great.
I watch him, again, problem solve, and I watch him figure out what to do, and I think that's rewarding as a parent in a way to watch him, again, kind of succeed and fail on his own terms. He thinks of the solution, he sees how it works, and then I watch him figure out if it did or didn't, and next time try something different or use that same strategy.
And we can see already the difference in how they came into the classroom feeling like they needed to be directed by us. And now they're starting to take initiative for themselves. We're not getting as many questions. They're realizing that they can go find out the answers for themselves.
And one of the things about personalized learning that I don't think the students realize until we have these pieces of work as they go along is that they are growing. And when they look at what they did back in the beginning of the year compared to right now at this kind of midpoint we're at, to just see them be, wow, it just makes it all worthwhile.
You can be different. You can think about things different. You just have to know the standards. You don't have to know all this extra stuff that they used to put in there.
Personalized learning has impacted their engagement by giving them their voice and choice in things. Their engagement and excitement for learning has definitely improved.
It's easier now that you can excel in your learning. That from last year, if you were really getting it and somebody asked a question, you had to stop your whole class. That I've excelled huge because I've never got better grades than I ever have with personalized learning.
We have debates at home, or we did, until the first report card came. And my daughter went from, a BC average to A's and B's. And he comes home from work, and she's excited to tell them about her day.
And I see him really learning to time manage and figure out how to get his homework done without us prompting him and telling him constantly, you need to get this done, you need to get this done. He chooses the path to get it done.
And it's refreshing for us to see our kids take a renewed interest in their own learning that they don't even realize that they're taking. It's just they get to take it at their own steps.
As a learner, I've learned how to be more open to other things and not just, this is the right answer, I have to learn it this way, and this is all that I have to learn. And I'm not so focused on the grade, I'm more focused on the learning.
Parent-teacher conferences this year was a whole another experience. We had the opportunity to have our children lead those conferences, and I feel like they were so proud of the work that they've accomplished, and that was just a few months into the school year.
My child has benefited from the personalized learning approach. He's excited, he's enthusiastic about learning, and he's learning new things that he may not have learned in a traditional approach.
Like, I like working at my own pace, not just doing my assignment and handing it in the next day, each day of the school year. I like doing projects and choosing how I can do them.
My friend, he comes up and every time I'm done with my work and I'm working on my Chromebook, he's like, Gage, can you help me? And I'm like, that's why I like personalized learning, because I can help everybody, even if they don't get it.
Just as it says, it's personalized learning. It almost seeks out their personality and finds out to find out what motivates them, and then they're able to take that and move forward in their own learning and their own progress. So it's been very, very well accepted by them and well accepted by us.
We have been very pleased with the academic results and growth that have been realized by our learners since the implementation of a personalized learning approach to learning. But what really excites me is the daily success stories that are being lived out in our building. Every day I get the opportunity to see reluctant learners who are taking more risks as their confidence grows, and hear from veteran teachers whose passion for education is rejuvenated by a new approach to learning. Parents share with me the changes they're seeing in their child's attitude and involvement in school. We can't always measure or quantify some of these things, but these are the stories that tell us this journey has us headed in the right direction.
That in itself, that was a very emotional moment, like especially talking with the parent at teacher conferences and expressing to her how her son has changed this year, brought tears to her eyes and to my eyes, knowing this student struggled in the years past of just kind of being that kid that didn't want to go above and beyond, and we didn't really know, he didn't know enough about himself on what was going to be successful.
I think seeing a student grow as much as that individual did, and a lot of them have, is just exciting for them. I think I'm excited for them that they're able to do that on their own, really. It's self-motivated. And yeah, we guided him, but it wasn't us that did the work, he did it.
Just the fact that he, just with a little help from me, could set up his day and accomplish what he needed to get done without me having to, spoon feed him. It was huge to see him accomplish his goals with just a little encouragement from me, where years ago it would always be every little step, now check that off or this off. He was doing it himself, and he accomplished what he needed to do so that he could enjoy his weekend. So that was one of the just lately type things that I noticed that it was really empowering for him. It was cool.
I would say if you give the children the opportunity, they're going to surprise you. They are going to take the steps that they need to take, and it's almost like they're little adults all of a sudden, that they've got goals, they got initiative, they got drive that we haven't seen before in them. It's really beneficial for them.
Starting this now at this age, bring it on, more of it. Let's do this across all grades through the whole district. I think that would be such an advantage.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
And they're coming to each other before they realize, oh yeah, I have a teacher here. And so them being able to become those experts, I mean, it gives me goosebumps. I love it.